It's been nearly 1 whole month since the launch of the Quest 2, and it's getting into the holiday season of 2020. So what does that mean for new game releases for the Quest and the Quest 2 platforms? Today we're going to look at some new game announcements and upcoming games that are launching both soon and a little further in the future for the Quest and the Quest 2. If you missed out on my previous coming soon videos, you can check out the links down in the descriptions for a whole picture of everything coming to the Quest and Quest 2 in the near future. Let's jump in and check out some upcoming releases for Quest and for Quest 2. First up on our list is Cosmophobia. Cosmophobia was announced earlier on this year as coming to PC VR, but now we know that it's also coming to the Oculus Quest and Quest 2 platforms. Cosmophobia is done by the same team, White Door Games, that did Dreadhalls, and you can see kind of echoes of Dreadhalls in this game trailer, from the item inventory to the way the game plays and feels. But now this time, instead of being in a dungeon, you are in outer space. It looks like in this game the goal is to explore an abandoned or seemingly abandoned spaceship as you gather supplies, trying to get your ship running and get you home. But it's not just you in this ship. There seems to be some sort of monsters or creatures that are hunting you, and honestly, it looks pretty freaking creepy. In fact, after you're done watching this video, go to the link in the description and check out the trailer, because you really got to hear it to see exactly what the atmosphere is going to be like. Honestly, it looks creepy, it looks interesting, and I'm just happy it's coming to the Quest and Quest 2 platforms. White Door Games did amazing at making you feel creeped out and tense in Dreadhalls, and I'm sure in space this game is going to be exactly the same, if not even better. Plus, even though it's not shown in this trailer, this game seems to have some sort of combat system, as the trailer for the PC VR version did show some sort of crossbow mechanism that you can shoot at enemies. We still don't know a lot about how the gameplay works or exactly what's involved, but I have to say I'm very intrigued, and I'm excited to check it out whenever it launches, which we unfortunately do not have a release date for yet. Next up is a game I've talked about before, but there's a brand new trailer and announcement that Contractors is officially coming to the Oculus Quest and Quest 2 platforms on the official Oculus store, and it is coming on December 3rd, so not much longer to wait, and you'll be able to jump into Contractors on the Quest and Quest 2 platforms. Now, this game has been in what I'd consider an alpha and then a beta for a while, both for the Discord and on SideQuest, but it's now making its official launch, which is really exciting. Contractors is an online first-person shooter. It's a fast-paced, more aggressive and guns blazing type of game than something like Onward, so it does fit in well with what's already on the Quest store. Onward is your tactical shooter, Population 1 is your battle royale, and now Contractors is going to be the fast-paced Call of Duty type of game for online multiplayer shooters. Plus, there's a brand new co-op mission-based mode where you can play with 4 players in a series of objective-based co-op missions. And it has new character models. So it's not just a straight-up port, it's actually a brand new built game for the Quest and the Quest 2 platforms. I'm really excited to be able to jump into this game when it launches on December 3rd. Next up, we've got a Warhammer game, but not the Warhammer game Battle Sister we've talked about before. This is a brand new Warhammer game, Warhammer Age of Sigmar Tempest Fall, and it's being made by the makers of The Wizards, which to me is very exciting because I really like The Wizards and The Wizards Dark Times. I think the mechanics work really well for casting spells, and it looks like that gesture-based weapon system is going to be used in this game as well. So now we actually have 2 different Warhammer games coming to the Oculus Quest and Quest 2 platforms, 40K, Battle Sister, and Tempest Fall. This time, instead of casting spells, it sounds like you'll be using gesture-based combat with weapons and what's called the Tempest Blade. This next one is not a game, but actually a VR movie coming to the Quest platform, and that is Wolves in the Walls. Wolves in the Walls follows a young girl, Lucy, as she starts hearing noises in her home and interacts with the viewer while she's trying to warn her family about the threat. It's a approximately 40-minute story, and I am excited to check this out. It looks very unique and very interesting. Since it's won some awards and I like the animation style, I'm definitely going to be checking this out. We don't have a specific release date for this experience as of yet, but I think that the Quest and Quest 2 platforms do amazing things with VR gaming, And I think you can't forget that they do amazing things with consuming content as well, especially when it's VR films and animated content. Next up, we've got Yuki, the brand new game by Arvor, the studio behind the Pixel Ripped series. It's a bullet hell game where you actually pick up a virtual action figure and use your hand to move that action figure through the level, firing at the different enemies. I'm already loving the art style and the design for this game, and it looks to be yet another unique experience by the team behind Pixel Ripped. As you know, I really liked Pixel Ripped 1995, and I'm excited to check this game out too. I think that this studio creates unique experiences based on things that they love, and you can really tell that they love what they're doing in the games that they create. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty interesting story as well. Next on our list is Prison Boss VR, coming to the Oculus Quest on December 3rd. It's been said by some people that it's similar in style to that of Job Simulator, except instead of making burgers, you'll be rolling cigarettes so that you can get them to the inmates, make money, and become the boss of the prison, or prison boss as the title suggests. It definitely sounds very unique and something that is a little outside of the realm of what's on the Quest store so far. If it's anything like what it sounds like, and like I said, I have not tested it, then it will fit very well with the Quest and Quest 2 platform being untethered and being able to use room scale to move around your prison cell. Next up, we have another award-winning experience called Spheres coming to the Oculus Quest platform. This uses hand tracking and some light interactivity to join with the universe and bring life to the veiled symphony of sound and light, which comes directly from the description. It's narrated by some pretty famous people, including Millie Bobby Brown, Jessica Chastain, and Patti Smith, and the film is actually produced by Darren Aronofsky. Again, I have not experienced this yet, but it does look very unique, and traveling the universe and checking out the cosmos is something that I actually enjoy doing, so it could be an interesting experience. I'm not really sure how it's going to be or what it's going to be like, but for instance, one of the chapters in Chapter 2 it says dive into the heart of a black hole to uncover the breakthrough discovery of gravitational waves. If you're interested in any kind of science or informational videos, educational stuff, or just traveling the universe and seeing some unique stuff, this might be something you'll be very interested in. Next on the list, we have a very unique title I'm pretty excited for. This is a hand tracking game, and it's actually a game where you physically use your hands as pistols, which, if we were being honest, was exactly what everyone wants from hand tracking. This game is actually going to be getting a Kickstarter starting on November 12th, so make sure you check the links in the description to head over to that as soon as it launches. But honestly, it's an interesting idea. It fits very well with the Western theme. This seems to be a very passionate team from what I've talked to them about, and I think it'll be a lot of fun depending on the direction that they go. I can't wait to see more information about this title. It looks to be very intriguing, and hopefully with the lack of hand tracking games, this will help put hand tracking games at the forefront of what the Quest can do, as I think that there is a lot more to discover when it comes to the ability that the Quest and Quest 2 have with its hand tracking. And honestly, it's not being utilized by enough games, so I am excited to check this out and see how it plays. Also coming to the Quest and Quest 2 platform is Eternal Starlight, a tactical space combat adventure where you'll command a small fleet of human ships and their alien allies against overwhelming odds. I do enjoy a good epic space battle, and this looks like it could be something that's a mixture of an RTS and some sort of first-person space control battle game. I'll be honest, I don't know a ton about this game, as it was something that was just brought to me by the developers. It sounds familiar. I might have actually included it on a previous list a long time ago as potentially coming to the Quest, but now the devs have actually mentioned to me that this is coming to the Quest and Quest 2 platform, so I'm excited to be able to show this to you. It looks very unique. If you like this style of game, then you're probably in for a treat. Last on our list, we've talked about it before, but Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge. There's a brand new trailer that's been out for I think a couple of weeks now, so I had to mention this trailer. This trailer is called the Temple of Darkness trailer, and this shows even more of the story than we had previously seen before. In fact, it actually makes me even more intrigued about this game. It makes this game look like it's got some very creepy sections. Plus, we get to see Frank Oz as Yoda returning to the Star Wars series, and it also does showcase lightsaber wielding and some creepy demonic looking creatures and force powers, so we do know that all of those things, not so much the creepy things, but the force powers and lightsabers are definitely coming back to this game. The mechanics we saw, and at least I loved in Vader Immortal with the lightsabers and the force powers, are making a return for this game, and this game launches November 19th. So 10 days from now, you can check out this game on the Quest and Quest 2. We don't have a price as of yet or a length of the title as far as gameplay goes, but I am very excited for this game. So there you go. There are some titles that are coming to the Quest and Quest 2 in the near future, both some in the close future and some a little further away in 2021 or possibly beyond, depending on how game launches go, as you know. Which games are you looking forward to the most on this list? Let me know down in the comments. If you want to get the most out of your Quest and your Quest 2, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down there and the bell icon for notifications. Plus, you can check out even more of my videos right there. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and happy questing.